The populist movement transpired in the early 1890s when farmers sought to solve agricultural problems as a unified group. Thus, they conceived an organization called the National Farmers Alliance and Industrial Union. This alliance grew rapidly in size as the 1,000 farmers were joining every week. A source of vexation was the lack of control and understanding of the complicated international market due to the recently implemented means of transportation and communication. Many of their problems originated from the low income they conceived, as agriculture induced relatively low profits. Rising railroad rates for shipping their products became another source of their complaints. Two organizations, the Northwestern Alliance and the Southern Alliance, were formed by the end of the 1880s. The Northwestern Alliance merged with strong alliances in North Dakota, South Dakota, and Kansas to create the National Farmers Alliance and Industrial Union. The alliance met in Florida and espoused a platform called the Ocala Demands. These demands consisted of the creation of a sub-treasury system, the free coinage of silver, the abolition of protective tariffs in national banks, a federal income tax, the direct vote of the senators by the people, and government-regulated railroad companies. As leaders in the West did not agree with the Republicans and Democrats, they chose to form their own party in June of 1890. This party, organized by Kansas Alliance members, was known as the First People's Party, as white supremacy existed in the minds of the Southern Alliance. The Southern Alliance opposed this new party, as they presumed that the white vote would become disunited.
In July of 1892, farm, labor, and reform leaders from the Farmers Alliance convened at a national convention in Omaha, Nebraska, to form the People's Party, also known as the Populist Party. Leaders of the Southern Alliance later decided to join this party as they gave up cooperating with the Democrats, who would not adopt their reforms. This party represented the working class as they opposed ingrained financial interests. The People's Party reflected the Ocala Demands platform. They also supported non-ownership of land by foreigners, a civil service reform, reform of immigration regulations, an 8-hour workday, postal banks, pensions, and revision of the law of contracts. The dominating force of the Populist Party was an American politician named James B. Weaver. Weaver ran for president as a third-party candidate in 1892 and won over 1 million votes and 22 electoral votes. However, Weaver did not succeed in his quest for presidency. In 1896, Weaver passed on the candidacy to Democrat William Jennings Bryan. Despite the large amount of support, the Populist Party did not survive. The party dissolved as the Democratic Party ingratiated themselves by adopting their platform and thus stealing many of the populists' votes. There was no need for the party as agricultural prices promptly grew and gold deposits were discovered, which helped expand the money supply. The party also did not appeal to industrial workers in the East. However, some ideals of the Populist Party eventually became laws, including government regulation of railroads. The following video is our live demonstration of the Populist Party. It was created in 2013 by the Crash Course channel on YouTube.
The Grange movement eventually became the Farmers Alliance movement, which also pushed for economic cooperation to raise prices, but was split into northern and southern wings that could never really get it together. Eventually, these politically motivated farmers and their supporters grew into a political party, the People's Party, or Populists. In 1892, they held a convention in Omaha and put forth a remarkably reform-minded plan, particularly given that this was put forth in Omaha.